What's up, heathens? Today we have another comments video, and I know you guys love that. Of course, first we have to start out with last week's winner. Last week's winner was Jane. So please give a round of applause for Jane for winning our dumbass comment of the week. Thank you, Casey. Now, of course, this week you guys have to go down below and vote. There was a toss-up this week on whether Jane or NME won. So, luckily Jane won out with the most comments about it. So, if you will, make sure you leave your comments below for this week. And boy, do we have some doozies. So sit back and prepare to facepalm. First, though, we're going to get to comments, and tonight we got some doozy comments up here. We got some questioning of masculinity and all that other kind of stuff. So I hope that you're holding on to your butts. You got your butt holders a-holding. Casey's got her butt. All right, comments. Atheists, aliens, reptilians, and libtards. First off, I like how you just said fuck it with the comma there. Most people say fuck it with that particular comma, but then it's atheists or aliens, which include reptilians and libtards, is kind of how that reads. So aliens are both reptilians and libtards. Oxford comma is very important. The second point is that what kind of aliens are you talking about here? Are you talking about the aliens that cross the border, like maybe only reptilians cross the border over there? If reptilians are the only ones, and reptilians and libtards are the only one that cross the borders, I'm guessing they could just sort of jump over that fucking wall that he's planning on building. Who knows what these reptilians' jump heights look like? I mean, I'm sure you think that there are NBA players that are reptilians and they can just fucking jump high as a motherfucker. But yeah, there's nothing really to refute here on this particular image. It just felt fun to say. Here's a comment from the page, from the channel today on YouTube. You can find me at youtube.com, Godless Engineer. Monstor Lopez. Lol, bacon boy. I live in Utah and fuck Mormons. They are fucking dumb. Again with the commas. Like, commas are very important here. I live in Utah and fuck Mormons. So like you like fucking Mormons? Like do you like they are fucking dumb? Like are they just dumb enough to fuck you? Is that why you'll fuck Mormons? Is they're that gullible? Like my dick's a magic stick. It'll cure anything and it'll feed you forever. And I guess the Mormons are just fucking dumb enough to believe you. All right, here's a serious question. From John Murphy. How do flatards explain the movement of the sun and moon in their version of reality? What superpower is moving the celestial object? Well, a lot of flat earthers out there will tell you that the moon and the sun rotate within our atmosphere. And then you get the dumber versions of flatties out there that are think that the sun and the moon actually are in the firmament, in the waters of the firmament. For some reason, the sun burns underwater. I get it being that hot, but at the same time, I don't think that the sun would reside in water. I have heard one particular argument where it says that the sky is blue because the other side is water. On the other side of the firmament, that is. But yeah, so there's multiple ways to answer your question here. I would say that they probably believe in the rotation, but they can't exactly explain why it rotates like that or anything. Also, the particular model that I'm talking about, the sun and the moon rotating in our atmosphere somehow, it doesn't explain sunsets or sunrises or anything like that. It's got a weird light dispersal pattern on their flat earth model, which is unaccounted for in nature at all, entirely, I mean. So yeah, let's see, what superpowers moving the celestial objects? Again, I don't think that they can actually explain why they rotate the way that they do, why there are sunsets or why there are sunrises. Now, of course, on a globe Earth, it makes sense because We're on a globe. The globe is spinning at 1,700 miles an hour. And of course, from our perspective, it looks like the sun goes down or comes up. But in reality, the Earth is just turning towards the sun. It's all about perspective. Can any atheist prove that there is no God or gods? Or do they just have faith? So no atheists out there would claim that they could prove that there's no God or gods. With exception to Gnostic atheists that believe that there definitely aren't any gods out there, and they know that there's no gods and that they can prove that there's no gods. But, the inner scientist in me can't really resolve that. Like, there's no way I can definitely prove unicorns don't exist. But I am justified in not believing in unicorns because no unicorns have ever been proven to exist. So for all intents and purposes, unicorns do not exist because they have yet to been proven to exist. You can use the same kind of logic with God. For all intents and purposes, God doesn't exist because he has yet to be proven that he does exist. So until that time, you can't say that he exists. Or do they just have faith? There's no faith required, only just rational thinking. That's all that it fucking takes, is rational thought processes. Wash your fucking face! This was on a particularly old video. I had something that I kind of have now, and that's just a little spot from my glasses that I wear where it's kind of been rubbed raw a little bit, and it hurts because I pick at it and shit, which isn't the best thing, but it's not because my face is dirty all the fucking time. It's just because I wear glasses and sometimes it rubs me raw. All right, Sherry, 1533. So does this goon believe our souls have nerve endings? Because without them, hell will be a breeze. Yeah, so this is an interesting question that I wanted to... This is on my Dr. Gene Kim, where he's talking about the hollow earth and how Hitler lives there. Gene Kim is very much a conspiracy theorist as well as a Baptist preacher who preaches the King James Version of the Bible. But he also subscribes to this whole notion that the earth is hollow. It's this one anecdotal argument from this guy that supposedly visited the earth, or the hollow earth, and saw Hitler or something like that. But yeah, souls would have to have nerve endings or some shit like that. I don't know. I mean, it's a very odd argument to, talking about how we'll burn in hell and it'll be suffering and all this other stuff. I mean, the only reason why we feel pain is because of nerve endings. So they feel that our souls are perfect representations of our current bodies, whereas like the entire concept of a soul wouldn't include a central nervous system, so therefore we wouldn't feel pain. But, for their simple-mindedness, they think that we carry a nervous system on in the afterlife, and that's kind of an odd way to really tackle it. So thank you, Sherry, for using your creative thinking process. Atheists! How do you know you don't like pussy if you don't even try it? I think this assumes that all atheists are gay. I don't know. I mean, I think it assumes that all atheists are gay for some reason. Maybe because everyone lives in their mama's basement. That could be the situation there. I mean, we don't really know about this guy. But I would say that, there are women atheists in the movement, so I mean, they would be getting pussy if we were all gay. So, I mean, even if you were to consider all atheists are gay, there would still be atheists getting pussy. So I don't... if you're trying to call us gay in order to, insult us, I really don't think that's going to get you too far. I mean, being gay is pretty fabulous. I mean, I'm not saying that I am gay. I'm just saying that, it's not an insult. Isn't Godless Engineer's gay? All right, everybody, take your earbuds out. Earbud warning, so get ready. Why is that? Talking to an atheist is like talking to a 5-year-old child. How can you sit there and basically come to a group throwing a temper tantrum about atheists, but yet call us the ones that are acting like a 5-year-old child? You can't come into a group screaming and then try to take the high ground on this whole maturity thing. I'm highlighting this particular post on Facebook because, you know, some of the most infantile people that I've interacted with, either in person or online, have been theists. I mean, you can't sit there and tell me that it's like talking to a 5-year-old child with me, when in reality, you're the one that believes in these fairy tales, conspiracy theories, and everything, and you're just automatically believing what people tell you and shit. I don't subscribe to that whole mentality, and I feel that it's pretty sad when people actually do subscribe to that. I feel that the whole obey and listen kind of thing is not for me. I'm very much a think for yourself kind of motherfucker. So that's it for the comments of the day. Well, thank you, Heathens, for making it all the way to the end. I really appreciate it. If you will, go down below and leave your vote for the dumbass comment of the week. Be sure to smash that like button and subscribe while you're down there. And as always, don't forget to stand up and use your voice. Bye, Heathens.